Ahem. I have to actually cough today. Oh my god. Oh, sorry about that. Hello. 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 How are my friends doing today? Hello. Mushroom Boy is here. Hello. Today we're playing some Tavern Talk. Tavern Talk. Yippee. I don't know. I'm scrolling through Discord right now. Sorry about that. Let me clear all those. Let's switch over to game. Get right into game. Cause I want to. I want the game. Hello, game. We're playing more Tavern Talk today. Isn't this exciting? I should switch to game audio. There you go. Let me make sure the audio balancing is fine. It's a bit quiet. You can turn it up a little bit. Not that much. Just a bit quiet. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Does it matter which one is? Oh, that's the autosave. Okay, we'll do this one. Hell yeah. It's raining today. I like the rain. Hello there, new friend. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. As a wizard. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And, did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to... I might say that. Primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But, no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Big word. Theopractically it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do. Of course I do. Interesting and suspicious. Are you perhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology. That indeed is a niche. Say, innkeeper, does something you make ever explode? Say yes. Occasionally, yes! Heck yeah, welcome to the club. I like this guy. I think I blew something up at least once or twice a week. I'm Hex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, innkeeper. How about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me better understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha. Some smart. Some with the brain. Which one's the brain one? This one. I like this one. It's really cool looking. Oh. Boom. Boom. And then this one. Boom. Boom. Yeah, sparkling. What? Wait. That's cute. I missed it. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing! I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured a way to get that primordial seawater to... Never mind, the explanation would be too complex to grasp. So... What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Hysteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me? My sister. That's funny. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos. But there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. That's what I'm saying. This guy gets me. Too much structure pisses me off. This guy oh, hello there. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I'm... I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. What the fuck? I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead. Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Holy shit, that's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? Put his mustache back on. I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by any independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you. There are more like you out there? Of course. Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. Oh. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zolford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though, I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. I can't speak. Care to fill me in on that Zolford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zolford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and moon all night. And during the day they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop. Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. Charm and appeal. Where is this one? Or the other one? Spoken heart. You get a spoken heart, my friend. You want a sunny breeze, actually. I lied. My fault. Hello? Can this go in, please? There we go. There you go. A real charmer, just for you. Jolly! I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know? I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. I didn't need a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Hubris? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. That is a tall hat. Has it been that tall? Is that hat getting taller? Am I tripping? You know what? Never mind. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you gave me my idea, Bone Man. I did. Yes. If I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Okay, I don't think his hat's getting larger. I'm just tripping. Hey, innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? Fable? Jesus. I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently, a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. Never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Seed never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies. My manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Theopractically, they don't. Theopractically? Practically in theory. Exceptions confirm the rule. You sound like a wizard. Please don't say that. That's funny. Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Scully, how did you like his drinks? Surely an experience. I can feel it gurgling in my bones. Sometimes they do that. Could you also give me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, it'd be very delicate with the zucchini or seeds, or they give up immediately. I know what you want, Fable. There you go. Hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know, just what I need, innkeeper. You're my favorite regular. Fable is my favorite regular. I am? Yes. Fable is absolutely my favorite regular. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do. But I think the sooner everyone can get back to normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregerin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like quite a useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Endeavor. Come on, Mushy. Before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you were always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. Fusion unlocked. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful! In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back. Should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next? Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Truth? Now who walks in? Who do we see on this fine evening? Ah, welcome back. And a new outfit. He's wearing something new. That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate! You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yep. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with a tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. Mr. Slime is quite polite. Come on, Rhea. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. Always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher, so I can get through today's babbling. Of course. I know what you want to. Where's that? First snow. It's a new one. Let's make it. Something to add. Yep, put this in. And then the top one. Right, and then this one. Whoopee! That's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. Feel sturdier already. I've had many doubts about you, innkeep, but I must say, you know your job. So, how's the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid. It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Ray and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia now? Huh? Why do we want to go there? That was a deal. I would be at your cape, so you can attend that fancy Baruvian vampire banquet and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? Oh my god. Kyle did that on purpose. Wow. No? What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a little while longer though? Ah, fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. That is so funny. I've got my cape back and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Stay, innkeeper. What have you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she is doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is? Kyle, you've stolen your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer. What? Take it and smash all the holds, dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, do you think? Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down, and I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all. Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her even more looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. What's the announcement, low bro? Be nice, dude. You're such a bitch. You come in here. You know what? Fuck you. I'm not telling you. Be nice. You come in here talking about something, low bro. First message, not even a hi, not a hello. God damn, so mean for no reason. I'm sorry, my love. What is your exciting announcement? The announcement? Oh, it's just for stuff I have ideas for my channel. I'm not sure if you would find this very interesting. But basically, no more 3D modeling streams for the time being. Because once I get around to finishing my redesign of Mushroom Boy, I am going to do a proper debut stream with the whole shebang. I don't know. There's a lot I can explain, but you wouldn't get it. Is pretty much the announcement. I don't know. There really isn't. Yippee. Yes. I'll be doing a real proper debut stream. I'm on the new right now. On the new, sorry. So I'm a dip. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. On the QEW. Oh, okay. Are you you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Alright, see you later then. See ya. Oh, I missed something. Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. You want strength. But I do want to see the new thing I just got. Okay, it's not strength. Should you guys say it was courage for him? A sailor's courage for Kyle. Which one? Not that one. Certainly not that one. We can do this one. Boom, boom. One of these. And one of these. 3 of these. Sailor's courage. Thank you, Endu. I can't mend your broken harp, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, hmm? Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots. Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city, almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I told you, rumor has it, those roots are of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Oh, roots of Aether. Ah yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved with fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We've almost met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined, a detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be onto something. Can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't munch on the shopkeep, will you? Of course not. I'm, well, satiated from the Emperor's creation. I can't speak. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye and keep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Whoa, hello there. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh! Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. That's someone I know. Hello, Minthy. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what's brought you back into the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more moist. Ha, not the word I would have used, but something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to do... Oh my gosh, I can't speak. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Oh, you're in a wheelchair? Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda's stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. She's in a wheelchair. Interesting. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really. Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard of a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Sorry, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Innkeep did not do this. Innkeep did not do this. Lovely. I'm glad I had such a reliable old friend to proof me my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey. I'll do my best. This motherfucker did not do that. That's funny. Oh, we'll make this thing. Perfect. We can put this in. One of these. 2 of these. And 1 of these. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century once my library came to be? Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait. I must have put it over there, actually. Alright. Given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your wary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minty. Have a safe and pearl-full journey. Ha! I'll try. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? Yeah, this motherfucker did not do that. Oh, shit. Lonesome Lagoon, undead seems to be haunting the west. Undead sales and eating crops. Mac, lost treasure. Oh my god, strangers can be loud. Okay, I don't need that. Capital is wrapped in a root, protected by the divine, according to a myth as ancient as time. Banshees hunting the Lonesome Lagoon. There are a lot of people in Zilford. Someone is bound to know something about the missing familiars. What are they hiding? Hold on. This one? There we go. Feed Andu. Sweep the floors. Wait, ready? I think I was a bit late on that one. Fifth of the astral moon. Hello, Fable. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. She seems a little upset. Hello? There we go. Thank you. Feel much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. Fair enough. Pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay. Thank you. Oh, hello there. You're new. Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer, that is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence, I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drink do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes? Defense is the best base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. This guy sounds like a fraud. He's a fakey. Yeah, you get the Frosted Lagoon. You get the old drinks. Because you are not an adventurer, no way. Liquid protection against your foes, now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Did you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustave Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustave Albert Richmond III and the second lady and Lady Dorothy Bridget the 27th, an up-and-coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? I, did not catch any of that. The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable, of the Ashen Grove. Your Fable? Yes? Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Tregorin from werewolves? The very same. Wow, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Moger. Hello, Moger. Mogavision. Welcome in. I've heard so many things about you. Oh. Good things, I hope. Of course. They say your skills with the bow single-handedly saved the village from 2 bloodthirsty werewolves. I wouldn't phrase it quite like that. In the campsite? Straight up biting it. And by it, let's just say... What are we just saying? I mean, mosquito. Oh. It's a bit lame, actually. No, I'm playing. Moger, what time are you back at? We have to play more Valorant. What day do you come back? Friday? Am I back on Friday? Am I here on Friday? What day is Friday? Friday is the 2nd. I will be back on Monday. The next Monday. The 5th. After then, we can play more Valorant. Or, I don't know, whatever you want. I don't actually care. It doesn't have to be Valorant. Yes, this Friday. We're straight up beaching it. W's. Yeah, Yeah, Valorant! Hell yeah! Oh. Oh. Sorry. I'm tired. Well, I hope camping is going well. What have you been up to? What's your announcement? Was it made yet? I mean, I'm just kind of saying the announcement to anybody who asks. But the announcement is, because you'll get this. Hedgehog Hero was here earlier, but he doesn't really watch VTubers, so he doesn't really get it. But you'll get this. I am going to do a full debut stream. Whoopee! Once I get around to finishing the redesign for Mushroom Boy, because I'm changing the design entirely. Fire! Isn't it? Oh my god, I'm so excited to do this. But once I get around to finishing the redesign, I am going to be setting up a full debut stream with slideshow, including lore, including all of the stuff about me, what I do. It's going to include the redesign, the full VTuber model, like working and all. It's going to include a ref sheet so I can finally do some comms. And it's going to include changes to everything, to all of the chatting screens and all of the BRB. All of the screens that I use are going to be changed. And animations between them and such. And I'm so excited. Freaking sweet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Though this does come with a little bit of bad news. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do any 3D modeling streams. Because I want to keep it all a surprise. So there will be no 3D modeling streams until I'm done with this project. Until after the debut. Or there might be, and they will be not about this channel. But anyways, that's the plans that I have for the Mushy Mushy channel. I'm also going to try to be more active on Twitter. I'll ask more on it later. I'm going to straight up swim in it. Okay. Enjoy straighting up swimming in it. And by it, let's just say the beach. Have fun, Mush. Okay, have fun swimming. Bye, Mocha. Thanks for coming by. Thank you. Let's just say... Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Incredible. I wish I possessed such spectacular skills. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. Admirable. I can't speak. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently leaving my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey to becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular! I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? Ah, sometimes. Not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are! I'm just too cool for books. Ah, okay. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh. Well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. I think he wants to be an adventurer, guys. An adventure hero. I think he's a bit of a fraud, but that's okay. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Diria negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The Diria negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating a trade route due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinel rhinoceroses. It's not going all that well, because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or the Diria itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You can start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand. You know, physically, with their literal hands. Ah, okay. So, I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course, of course. That sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. That was adorable. Weird. Not because of him. He heard about me? Being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Tregorin. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments. Good. Good. Oh, hello there. Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise, right, Mal? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up, by any chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits here. Hehe. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars? I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. Said she couldn't reach the quest ward. And they needed to drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest. Alone? As is customary, that's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves, so she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. You're not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me! Go with Melly! Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training? What if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do! I think you should go with her. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar-themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours. And you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Get him, Melly! Fucking get him! Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed. And to do his daily crossword puzzles, otherwise his wool will get strawy. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. You'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. What? Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals, and pretty decent at crossword puzzles. Sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will, certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing. Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by T-Rex while familiars booed me out of a town. I think I'd prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mal? Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training. Yay! That sounds fun! Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, Mighty Mal then. No. How about John? John! Sure. So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us closely, and I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they'll all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us, out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with a sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zolford much quicker. Great idea! I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We can use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for us. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. You should fight first, ask questions later. Guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? There's a lot happening right now. I'm not going to be able to remember all this. Some fire resistance would be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Andu have fire breath? Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though. I'd love to try Andu's marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste for quick rival, and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance? Fuck, I have like a decision to make. Holy shit. Charisma. With some speed. Charisma with some speed. And stealth. I think they should do this one. I don't think Melly wants to fight things. Really quickly, I just want to look at these. Golden feather. Charisma, right? With a little bit of speed. So 2 speed. Oh wait. That one's charisma, right? And that's intelligence? Shit, this isn't gonna work. Fuck. Wrong recipe. Okay. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know. Is there strength and speed as well? Full strength? Okay, first of all, there you go. Have a drink, Andu. Charisma's the crown. I thought so. Okay. So 3 charisma, which could either be Thousand Winds, Sunny Breeze, or Spoken Heart, with 2 speed. So it can't be, or at least 1 speed. So it can't be Spoken Heart. If we give him Sunny Breeze, what about the strength ones? So the Sailor's Courage, which can also work. The Brawler, which would not work. So let's make Thousand Winds. Thank you, undo. Oh boy, here we go. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation. Ah, you're spot on. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. Bye. I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. Right. Obviously. I'm gonna go now. Have fun, Fable. I like how every time Brother comes by, his name changes. It's John now. Hello, welcome back. Innkeeper. Chrissy, glad to see you're alright. Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage, and the birds, and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view was quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. I also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend, after all, even scary creatures. True stuff, Chrissy. True. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Remember the nymphs from when we last spoke? I do. I met one at the art convention. She was selling little homemade trinkets. I remembered our conversation and got you this. Oh, it's a little thing. I thought you might appreciate it. I do, thank you. You'll certainly always have a special place in my heart knowing it came from you. Ah, you're such a sweet talker. But you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. Thank you for the trinket. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. But I got a little thingy. Whoa. Hello there. Aren't you creative? Baya, good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes, a while. A while. 6,000 years. More like 2 months. Oh. Thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated? At this time of year? It was for the Bloom Tide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it would lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once? Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sounds exciting. No! They are loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly! You know, I tried to join them, one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting, "Demon be gone!" from the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. We should give them a nudge. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might want to crush their bones with them. Ah, but that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia. Maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival. You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I'd definitely buy one. Yeah, how do I even say that? But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Oh, I know. Do you still have sold drinks that make me feel like a nitsy-bitsy spider? I want to feel fast and dangly. In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. This is a really cool character design. A spider's agility in a cup, just for you. Oh, how delicious. I feel like I could scale any spider web and devour any fly. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it to many small, sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried extinguishing them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds and pill bugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But then I saw this creature standing between the tree lines, staring at me with its glowing eyes, like it wanted to consume me. So you said hello? So I said hello! Turns out it was scared, not hungry. Who was it? A young lichen. He was sent my way by his niece and little Fable. I miss Fable. They're usually here. Where are they? If I had to guess, probably pet sitting a sheepfish and helping out whoever needs it. Ah, they are so sweet. They sent the lichen to me for a cure. I once spoke of an ancient recipe I discovered that I thought might cure the affliction. So this is the things that are curing the lichen things. Cool! Can it? No. It was just a recipe for really good tea. Let me guess. Ginger? Yes. He was very distraught that I couldn't help him. Didn't even want any tea. I tried to cheer him up by offering some coupons for my new spa, but he didn't want those either. His fur could have used a wash. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody so we can all look beautiful together. True. That sounds wonderful, Baya. I like Baya. I agree. I really like Baya. Oh my god. Really cool character design as well. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yes. Thank you! Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. The little face! Ah, I missed the face! Oh, cute! Ah, it was like an emoticon face. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think Baya's my favorite character. You could also come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come by earlier, during the day, or earlier in the evenings, or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that's the point. Too scary. Baya might be me. Baya's my favorite character. It's decided. I really like Baya. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. Oh, Baya's so cute. Oh, I like Baya. That's my favorite character. 100%. That was pretty on point. That was pretty on timing. I think that one was it. Eighth of the astral moon. Twin flames. Here we go, baby. Start of a new rainy morning. Oh, welcome back. Hello, Jade. Hey, innkeeper. Hello. It's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week, to be exact, and you already missed me. A little. Cute. I got my hands on a job, all the way over in Diria. Seemed like something relatively easy, but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something to bring back my usual speed and agility. I thought this job drained me of all my energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a good deal to me. I like Jade too. Jade's cool. Speed. Just strike. Old Faithful. So strike. Let's hope this suits your tastes. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my senses coming back to me. I made you a drink, now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine, a deal's a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of two-headed sheep. Apparently that darn starfall damaged their barn and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out, right before their shearing appointments. And of course, the farmer needed to get them back in time. Shearing appointments. I said that wrong, sorry. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Diria at the moment. Seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently, an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these last few weeks. So, local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. Of course, the farmer wanted to have her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back. That someone being you, obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Let me guess. They're twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep. You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other one is always watching you. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. It's like an incredibly humbling experience. It was. Trust me. But luckily, I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer. Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral finfolk must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me there's apparently one thing that gets her full attention. You got any guesses what that magical tool might be? I have no... Oh, hello there. Clovers! Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. A few will make them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. Do you two know each other? Barely. Ha! Keep your secrets then, oh so mysterious innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got that one wrong, Jade. I'd never befriend someone like him. I have taste. Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry, innkeep. Apology accepted. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed. I think I got the hang of it. Then what are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink. Preferably one that'll restore my energy. Those sheep made my old bones all wobbly and I don't like feeling so weak. Got you. Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry, he might not look like it, but his drinks are actually really good. I bet. I'll just say that as a compliment, I suppose. Strength you want. You get a sailor's courage. Mainly because you are a fish. With one of these. Dunk. Ding. Oh, wow. Impressed? Don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you're retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business? Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you've decided to help Jade. Ever had to handle a 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch you struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer, but this was a one-time exception. Did the farmer pay accordingly after your morning dew clover magic trick? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a Maida. I don't know how to say that. Maida? Maida. I don't have any use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less about material riches, so we'd figure to give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Citron. Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting for the rest of my life. Didn't get this hook put in for nothing. It's a crochet hook! I was wondering why it was so long and small. It's literally a crochet hook. That's so funny. Of course, I also occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. That's funny. I haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades. That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter. But don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. Ha, you wish. Why? Scared I might lose? I just know for a fact that Jade's not new to cheating. I've seen countless mercenaries lose against her. Do you really think I'm that senile? This will be an easy match, don't you worry. Get enough in your monthly pension for pay for 2 drinks. Get enough in your monthly pension to pay for 2 drinks, Una. You know I can hear you both, right? Got cold feet? Keep dreaming. That's the same, it's the same attachment. Look, it's the same arm thing. That one's a hook, that one's a spatula. Cool, oh. Oh, there, big guy. Sorry, hold on, I'm gonna drink water really quick. I do like Una. Una's got a lot of character. Good day. I've returned, innkeeper. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. And welcome... This brave adventurer's name is Clay Moore. He offered unexpected support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on behalf of, the world. Yes, of course, the world, Mr. Clay. You don't need to do the whole Mr. thing. Just Clay is alright with me. Otherwise, it sounds so formal, like talking to one of those graft people. Oh, you wouldn't want to be one of those. Clay it is, then. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for the story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade, right, Tia? I think I would welcome it in as well. Then what can I get you? Tia is a new name. Clay, please go ahead. Oh my. Got a lot of stuff on the menu. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. Muscles! You get a brawler. Oh shit. Oh, I fucked it up. Hold on. There you go, Andu. Sorry, I fucked it up. Brawler. No. Yeah, there we go. Try this. Think it might knock your socks off. This tastes strong and magic-y, but my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What is it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Thank you. Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like? I need some of that liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard. Wouldn't this be the right time to relax? There is no such time. All right, then. I shall aid you in your divine missions of not falling asleep standing. That's funny. You want a new one? First, no, you get this one. Because I've randomly decided it. This is the one I want in this. Some liquid vigilance diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy. I could do something less diluted, but you're right, it's delicious. Happy to hear that. Do we get to tell the story now? Please, go ahead. Think I should start with the seashells? No, I think some exposition is in order first. As you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start my investigation right here in Zenith. Specifically at the local Gaia temple. So I've been told. Mostly about that wobbling ooze. Ah, yes. That was certainly something. Unfortunately, besides their fascinating personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard's prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say, the Abandoned Isle, or Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask. I didn't know it had that many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island. Why? Because it's shaped like one. That would be the smartest approach. Kelpie Island, or Fairweather, its name means very little to me. Its local settlement on Fae was much more relevant. They built everything into the giant I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. That's a lot of vowels in one. That's every vowel in this word. A giant I can't say it. Sequoia? That holds their portal to Avalon. Their portal is in the tree? Yes, right in its center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation, and I was pretty sure they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with their acorns they were stringing up between rose bushes in asymmetrical shapes. Oh, I always thought they were arts projects. Common misconception? Sounds more like they're preparing to charge them with astral moonlight. For what? If you freeze them, they make for good ice cubes. Do you participate in such practices? Not at the moment. I'm just not going to question that. Eventually, I got them to sit still long enough to ask them about any strange occurrences around their settlement. Did they understand your definition of strange? After some explanation, They told me about how recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps, just 2 days before the stars fell. They said it seemed like it was running from something and that it was full of seething fury. They also claimed it to be a good sign because it promised adventure. You weren't wrong. He's right. It did lead us on an adventure. But I don't know if they hoped it'd wipe out the entire night sky. No one would hope for that. Well, someone clearly did. They weren't wrong about being a sign of a change of pace, is all I'm saying. The exact definition is subject to personal convictions. It certainly was a sign of something. Okay, I can't speak. It certainly was a sign of something being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So naturally, I made my way to the nearby Carapace beach and prepared a celestial summoning ritual under the young astral moon. For the humpback whale, I suppose. What else would I be summoning? I thought maybe you wanted to ask Cassiopeia for her input. Are you out of your mind? The Realm Keepers have sworn divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design. Right, sorry, slipped my mind. You are forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, readying myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request. That was me. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she? I did, actually. Pairing dragon head tritons and glimmering limpet shells can heighten the dual aspect of the celestial twins, therefore making the connection to the astral sea more stable. Obviously, I hadn't managed to find a limpet shell, and one happened to be among his offerings. I honestly just thought she was decorating the beach, and that she could do with more color. You weren't wrong, in a way. Sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual. Singed Tia's hands, too. Just a little. Fortunately, I possess spectacular healing capabilities. Fortunate indeed. Were you collecting seashells for beach decorating on your very own ritual, Clay? I was collecting them for my friends. At this time of year, the Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling floating animals from the astral sea, and they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice. Clay can talk to animals. Gaia's blessings rest upon him. It is. Though I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing it, and they think I mean to hurt them. I hate when that happens. You mean they just disappear like they were never there? Yes, but they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Astrian creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult, or so I've been told. I would guess your friends either went home when you weren't there or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them? Not quite. It just beckoned them home. Through a celestial hug of sorts? So that means I could just visit them in the astral sea? That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous. It is. But echoes are from the primordial sea, and my family has lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow. They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes once, but for a long time it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers. And accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risks than rewards. Even your Astrian friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen to you if you went in unprepared. But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either, and they told me they haven't lived here for very long. Since the 5 interplanar portals showed up, interplanar travel has become a lot more accessible again, at least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention Ur, are finally open to us again after all these years. It's a true miracle to witness in our lifetimes. So the portals haven't always been there. I didn't know that. Who put them there? Well, that is a very good question, and one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me how you summoned that whale. You're right, we're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendships with the astral creatures, and his ability to speak with animals as if they were to share a language. So you asked him for help. Well, he offered his aid. I certainly could have handled it on my own, but you didn't have to. Right, that, obviously. Thank you very much, Clay. Anytime. So I summoned it. The ritual worked exceptionally well, and it appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them. I mean, there was one star. There was. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. It was, in a way. The star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. The whale didn't look at all happy about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was once loud noise away from lashing out, and it looked sick. Its translucent skin was gray, like it was frozen with the coldness of the highest mountains or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind, with no warmth within them. I thought for a brief second we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. But I would look over at Clay, I saw deep understanding in its eyes, like he wasn't seeing a monster, but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing that whatever he knew outweighed my fear. You knew what it needed, Clay. Not completely, but I knew that look in its eyes. That feeling when you're so scared you get angry, when you want to fight because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show it that I didn't mean any harm, and I held out my last conch shell in my hands. It took a moment to overcome the instinct to mistrust, but then it picked the shell up gently and ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it was swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hands against its cheek. I wanted it to know it wasn't alone. I'm sure it needed that. It did. It was so sad it cried tears of golden dust. Its tears turned to ice before they even hit the ground. It was at that moment I realized its body had been cursed with a potent frostbite. I knew it did not trust me yet, so I did what I previously would have not thought was possible. Through a hand on Clay's shoulder and the magic of your drink, I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure of its disease. He kissed it on the forehead and the ice burned away, freeing it from the endless chill. It was quite sweet. That's one lucky whale. And one unusual effect of that infusion. Is that not usually possible? Inspiration is a fickle thing. Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagined sport to look like. Tia's support was very helpful. I'd hope so. Once it was free of its pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened, and it told me about fighting some sort of evil creature on 2 legs. A creature on 2 legs, so humanoid then. We assume. Turns out whales don't care much about our appearances. It cared more about all things being thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently it swallowed some kind of stone. I could only remember its black and white color, that it tasted horrible. But it thought, I have a strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about. Rookie mistake. The 2-legged monster just wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way into his home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. Yet why? The worst part of being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Tia, do you ever get angry? No, I am the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline. You forgot divinity. Thank you. I did. Luckily, its anger subsided when it found its way back. It thought it was finally safe. But suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the highlands and we get a lot of snow in the winter. The kind of cold it was describing sounded awful. Painful and inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out. The potent frostbite I mentioned, it seems a curse to cold and slowly spread throughout its entire body. It tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. It just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder, until even its brain was freezing over. It couldn't think of anything other than cold. So in desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find. A star. A star. A giant one, at that. It looked deceptively small, contained in its belly, but apparently is one of the biggest ones the night sky had to offer, the East Star. It ate Pharos, the guiding star of the endless seas. It did, and it helped, kept its frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea's delicate balance of gravity. I can imagine that. The whale was very confused about what had happened. But it said all the stars around it suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad. To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in the Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe. It was hurt and scared. It should have endured instead of hurting others. It was alone. It didn't know all that would happen. Indeed, I don't want to imagine the additional chaos it could have caused. I don't care about could-haves. I just care that we were able to help. Did you also manage to free it of the star in its stomach? No. The frostbite may be gone, but that star is a part of it now. It has become the first of a new kind, a sun humpback whale. Probably the last one too, as all the stars in the astral sea have been snuffed out. We'll never be able to see the night sky again, and in turn, that whale must forever live with its guilt nestled in its stomach. You're right, some things are forever changed now. That's kind of the point of disasters. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We shouldn't be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companions, but it managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of situations can lead you to light sometimes. I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of friends, on the way back we ran into this traveling souvenir shop. I bought friendship bracelets for Tia and I with little whale charms on them. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready. It's very nice of you, right, Tia? They're a hazard for fights and can get caught in things. Sure, I'm looking forward to seeing how they look with your armor. Tia also found something for you at the souvenir shop. Well, she said it reminded her of your tavern. And now that I've seen it in person, I agree. Now I'm curious, what is it? Oh, it's a very pretty mosaic. I missed it. Oh, that thing on the up there. On the mirror. On the window. The shopkeeper told us a little bit about it. Supposedly this piece of art represents a new beginning after a hard-fought battle. Kind of like the rise of the sun hunchback whale. That's very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So? I suppose I am. You really are. You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you, if one was to be extreme about it. I think someone like you could do anything alone if you put your mind to it, but that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people. Well said, Clay. Stellar teamwork, you two. Keep it up. Will do. Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful. What are you talking about? You cured the sun humpback whale. You found out why the stars fell. You even made new friends. What more could you want? You still have the slightest idea of who caused all this. An angry humanoid figure. And that is who, exactly? Well, we can rule out you, me, and the innkeeper. We can rule out you and me. Ouch. No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must not be led astray. I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break. Clearly someone orchestrated this. It seems too random and methodical to have been an accidental side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. If something like this happens again, it could end in a calamity the likes of which we have never seen before. Don't worry too much about it, girlie. This is just kind of how oblivions are around here. I wouldn't call this just another oblivion. How often have you seen the stars fall from the sky? 0 times. I was asleep when it happened, and now that it's over, there go my chances of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower. You should not wish to witness such horrors. Some horrors are fun to look at. Listen, love, when I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did it too. We all did, at one time or another. But I know from experience that making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance, to chaos and back to balance, everything just switches around in a never-ending cycle. Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you wouldn't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. Just pick up a quest if it worries you. Follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired, like me. Such a leisurely attitude only leads to failure. And, even then, someone is always going to save the world in the end. And that someone is going to be me. Haha. Oh, the youth. Anyway, old enemy, got another drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one? You got it. Okay. I can make that happen. What have I got here? Sailor's Courage? Or do you want a Southern Brawler? Switch it up this time. Let's switch it up on you. You ain't ready for this one. Oh, shit. There you go. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Weird way to admit you've lost every argument against me. But this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your worries will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad, depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy, and I find your hero complex unsustainable. Remember, kiddo, they don't build those statues for folks who are alive. Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. No one's purpose is to die, girl. Life is much more meaningful than that. Anyway, my purpose is winning at cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. I apologize on her behalf. Hey, it's fine. Tia, are you dying? No. She was purely speaking on the hypothetical. I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But you know, maybe we should listen to her advice, at least a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes. I think your grandma's advice would be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say. You think retirement is failure? One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should. Not sure if that's bleak or inspiring. The latter. She was right about one thing, though. The past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means this too could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Knowledge of something is so vile, must be scarce and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I have never come across anything like this, anywhere in the Aperture's library. Granted, the Aperture has only been standing for a little over 2 decades, no? Its library can't be that fast. Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold, but I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored. What are you considering? We can ask everyone who we come across until we find someone who knows something. Good idea. But that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives. Is that a book club? An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the great 7 Maiden archives. The Gaian one, to be specific. Legend has it, there used to be one on each plane, even Tuat, the plane of the dead. They were once filled with the knowledge of their cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell to an unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive? Nope, not much of a librarian, unfortunately. Disappointing. But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask scholarly people that pass through here? Of course, I can do that. Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter when she's done gambling all her money away. You could ask her yourself. I would rather not. I'll take that terrible task off your hands then. Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all this, right? I could do with a little more time. Nonsense. We don't have more time. I need your full commitment on this, innkeeper. This is very short notice. As are disasters, typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning. Okay. In the meantime, you should rest. Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do. People to help, prayers to consult. Una was right. A good night's sleep will do wonders for you. I could even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa. Fine, I'll take 1. Or 2. Though they won't be put to much use. If I rest now, who in this world will have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow. It's always nice to see burnout happening in real time. Don't worry. I'll go with her and make her some soup. Soup always helps me when I have a headache, and it looks like she has a big one. Do you want some soup as well? Yes, please. I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies? No. Thank you, Clay. Anytime. Then the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day. I'll take some of those coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some astral friends might make you feel a little better. Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I want to carve them into stars. Think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go. Do you like being angry? No, I don't. Me neither. But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. It just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as something they need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is. I'll try, Innkeeper. Thank you. I hope you find a way back to yourself, too. Thank you, Clay. Me too. I like Clay. Oh, welcome back. Top of the evening to you. Welcome to my tavern. Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. With whom do I have the pleasure today? No way, a speaking skeleton. Haven't seen one of those in a long while. Hello there, how incredibly rude to leave out introductions. My name is Scully. And he's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully. And that one over there is my friend Jade. Ah, Philomida. But with more skin left. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una, and her friend Jade. As far as I'm aware, my last names reference their bones, no? Correct, but I cannot remember what my poor bones are made out of. Death has left quite a lot of gaps in this head of mine. Let me have a look. Looks like alabaster to me. Hard to say without a thorough analysis, though. Alabaster. That does sound familiar. Like an old name, perhaps? I'm not sure, but it's worth investigating. Thank you, Jade. Still, let us stick with Scully until we have more detailed information. I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. What a coincidence. I happened to want to say the same exact thing. But wouldn't it be rude of us to leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself? I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones? It is true. I haven't seen another Maida since I woke up. So anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 centuries ago. See, it's a match already. Would it be a shame if the two of you were to become friends? Huh? Anyways, see ya! That was quick. Indeed. It's a woman her age, knows what she wants. Oh, welcome in. Good mythical morning. It's well past sunset, Hex. That might be true, but it's still morning somewhere. I know. You got it. But today I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Today we're going to celebrate my sister. Hello, sister. You know what, guys? I'm really gotta pee. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. Quick pee break. Sorry about that, guys. Where am I? There we go. Hello. Greetings, everyone. Come on in. Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully. Jade. You can call me Hex, and this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're here to celebrate, not to roast, though some fire might be fun. No fireballs inside, Hexagon. If you insist, a fireless party it is then. My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion? A wonderfully talented sister has just successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis today. Oh! She can now call herself an actual full-blown Selenite witch. It's not that special, honestly. I beg to differ. That's a majorly big deal. Congrats. I must congratulate you as well. Quite an astounding achievement indeed. You're very sweet, thank you. I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation? X already told me you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations, Innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something to me? Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired of debating your professors all day. That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up. Coming right up. A drink for the wits. Where's the brain drinks? How about a peak sunrise? What's the other brain drink?
Wow.
Or the brain drink? Oh! Whoa! Maiden! Woo! Maiden, welcome in! Hello, Raiders! Hello, everybody! Hello, Chaos! Hello, Foro! Stepped away just in time to miss the raid out. Welcome in, Foro. Welcome in, Maiden. Welcome in, Chaos. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, everybody. How was Tavern Talk today? Were you guys having fun? And of course, Foro came in to gamble and lost everything again. Once again. It's like every day. It's like clockwork. Welcome in, everybody. What was I gonna say? That's my job. Must be hard working at full time. Thank you so much for the raid, Maiden. If you have to go raid and run, get some food, get some drink, get some rest. Don't let me hold you here. Full-time moron. Yeah, that tracks. A lot of unpaid overtime though. Sorry, it's kind of comes with the job. Comes with the title though. Full-time moron. I am playing Tavern Talk. I don't know if you guys could tell that. I think it went really well. I think I hit the story's climax. It's quite exciting. I think you'll love it. Ooh. Working 25/7. Yep. 25/8. Oh, Maiden, I met Baya today. I think Baya is my favorite character. Baya? The Vines one. I think Baya's my favorite character this whole game. I think for sure. Baya's so good. Yeah, absolutely my favorite character. I adore her. She's so cute. Oh my god. 100% my favorite character. Okay. I'm drawing this recipe. I have to make brain juice. I will BRB. Gotta check on my siblings really quick. Okay. But have fun. Thank you for the raid, Maiden. Go do what you gotta do. My, this is delightful. See? Told you. He definitely knows his craft. Say, innkeeper, do you have a PhD in mixology by any chance? Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. It took me a while to get the hang of it. I can tell, your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now. Is anyone else up for a drink? Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier. Scully, Hex, what about you two? I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment from for these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring back the charm of the old days. At your service. The charm? Which charm? Which charm? Which charm? 1,000 winds. Or a sunny breeze? I think he wants a sunny breeze. We could throw one of these in there. There you go. Here you go. A drink for the charming gentleman. Oh, what a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out. Should I leave? Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, theopractically, it would be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bones. You just need you and your wild dreams, Hexy. Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once. All that talking about studying and degrees brings back so many old memories. I also was a scholar once. Spent my life as an archivist, at the Gaia and Everbloom Archives to be precise, before my, well, supposedly eternal slumber. I've heard a lot about the old archivists, but I've never had the chance to talk to one. Well, obviously, they're all dead. All of them? Yes, the archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now. Oh, that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have been gotten lost with them. I guess so. I returned with snacks. Maiden's back with snacks. I have some snacks. I have some goldfish. Oh, there's like barely any in here. What'd you get, maiden? I'm gonna eat some goldfish. Tummy. Fritos! I don't even know if I have Fritos. What are they? They're like the little cone. They're like little cones, right? I think. I have to look this up now. Fritos. Oh, they're the. Oh, wait, what? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm like going insane. They're not the little cones. Okay. They're like the wavy things. No, they're like curly. Yeah, I'm seeing them now. Yeah, I'm seeing them now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen Fritos on the shelves. Must not be a super popular Canadian thing. I don't know. I have had them before though, so it's not like it's completely not a thing. But I don't have them at all often. That's cool. If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I'd love to hear more about them. Maybe you can revive some of that old knowledge. It would be my pleasure, but sadly I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below ground without a sunlight don't seem to be good for my memory. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or their ruins, rather. Maybe that could help. A little, I believe. I might have woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with the hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders, as sharp as taloned fangs. Even if you made it out of the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steps or a poisonous lake. The liquid in that lake could singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone that fell into the lake once. I remember as if it were yesterday. Well, that sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold. Wouldn't necessarily agree. They say the books and scrolls of the Maidan are archives contain all the mysteries of our world and the realms that surrounded us. Of course, you have to protect that knowledge. Would be a shame if someone... Anyways. I think I know the place Scully's talking about. Oh? Sounds just like the gravel mac. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way a location like that exists twice. On this plane, at least. Or at least I would have heard of it. Or else I would have heard of it. I wouldn't recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. Think about all those hidden treasures, knowledge left untouched for millennia. That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you. It's funny. Your delicate wizard sensibilities wouldn't last a day in the gravel mac anyway. Oh, and you would? Who can say? Anyway, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets of the trade out today already. Thank you for your reluctant service. What a lovely young lady. She would have made for a great archivist, and a grumpy one. I'm sure she's had a long day. As have I, honestly, I'm very tired. I'm absolutely sure of that. I'm the kind of person to downplay your achievements. And getting your PhD isn't really it really isn't something small or insignificant. It's nothing really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality. Scully's and my point still stands, and I'm sure your brother would still agree with us. Absolutely. You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late. A splendid idea, as I would expect from a witch like you. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, innkeeper. I will, theopractically. Ah, the quest. No, it's about... Because I know, it's the archives. A crash of spinal rhinos collapsed a canal bridge connecting Diria to the mainland, spawning the worst thing of all, budget discussions. It's funny. Is it about the archives? Oh, it is this one. It's this one. It's this one. All right, I got it. Oh, feed Andu. Brush, brush, brush. Zip, zip, zip. And? Come on. That was perfect. That one was perfect. I think that one was perfect. Okay. Hey, Mushy, got any more of those poisonous mushrooms? I have plenty of poisonous mushrooms. Plenty. A never-ending supply. Okay, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Cool, I need them for research. Okay. I can certainly give some to you. I'm not gonna ask why, you know. I'll leave that as undisclosed information. I'm just a supplier, man. I don't know anything about what you're doing with them. Alright, we'll do one more day, and then I'll end stream. So I have a lot of stuff to get to today. Busy day today. Welcome back, Clay. And welcome back, Alethea. Maiden, look at your wife. Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. Took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Dia, did you sleep? She passed out right after we had some soup. My wife, it's your wife! I hoped that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Fair enough. Sounds like you slept well then. Thanks, man. You're my favorite tavern owner. Oh, thank you. Aww. And this is why you're my favorite portal opener. At least your portals are respectful. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful, let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I do like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told them to keep an eye on it. Oh. Well, I hope Andu enjoyed that soup. Thank you for being my familiar, Clay. Of course. I'm not seeing that soup. Andu demolished that shit. Very much. Clay is quite a talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. He is a very good cooking companion. Took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things. Like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. That's so. He offered to cook for my family, and I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. Ah, okay. Alright, now Alethea. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden? Especially now. That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far, though I've always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories that Elysian told me was at the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Hysteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide, no less. I've never visited it before, either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Verika. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure you can tell you about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. You're right, let's continue. Now, the quest. Of course. So I'm assuming you're going together? Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he does not practice in the ways of a divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her super then? Exactly. Alethea just wants Clay to come. She doesn't want to be alone. Oh my god, cute! Guys, she's growing as a person! Character developments! That makes sense. I also really like Clay. I think Clay is just so funny. Yippee! Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. Character development! Whoopee! Character development! I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too, of course. It's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper gave us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak... I forgot to read that. Was that bleak stalkers? I think so, at least. I never tested that one out, actually. We can test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming in the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons be enough to damage them. If that's of concern, I can offer you some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and citron will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. With the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers, it might offer a more unconventional solution. Campus aside, I don't want to argue. Sure. Fuck, alright. Big decision time now. Oh boy. What's the infusion there? The citron. Right, blessed. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Do we do with defense and inspiration? Or just straight damage and they just go in wreaking havoc? No, I won't mark character development. We're doing defense. I want to see what other drinks there are I can do. So I can do a Frosted Lagoon or a First Snow. We should do a Frosted Lagoon. Thank you for the lurk, Chaos. Enjoy your lurking. Alpa, welcome in. Hello. Okay. Hello, Moosh. Hello, Alpa. Mrs. Champa. I'm thinking Frosted Lagoon for this one. With the infusion, with the inspiration. Which one's inspiration? Better Sage. This one. Wait. Hold on. This is gonna work. Hold on, wait. Am I stupid? Inspiration is Thunder Sage. Which is that one. So I can't make a Frosted Lagoon. I can't make it. Oh my gosh. Ack. I don't know what to make. Oh boy. But it has to be one of these with this. Which looks like it doesn't work very well. I don't know. Okay, what does the citrons look like? That's charisma, more attack and defense. So if I go full attack with... I can make this. Give him a Sailor's Courage. I'll make him a Sailor's Courage. They can do this one. They're going in guns blazing. They're rushing them. I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know. I don't want them to do that, though. I want them to do this, but I don't know how to make it with this infusion. I don't have any defense ones. that are also brain. These are only 2 full defense ones I have, and neither of them have any brain. Okay, well, this is the only one I can make, so we'll make it. Make it through this courage. With some citrons. It's a brawler. Ah, there's less charisma. Okay, we'll make a brawler then. That's okay. I think Tia is right. This is an extremely dangerous undertaking, and important one, it seems. You should defend yourselves actively, not just passively. Plus, a little blessing from the dragons can't hurt. What about the creatures? They might just be misunderstood, like the whale was. They're known as nightmares that attack any travelers that stumble across them. I don't wish to understand their violent reasoning. Most importantly, this should allow us to investigate their archives without having to hide from their direct action. That's what matters. I guess, if it means we can help more people in the end, it does. Thank you for your help, Innkeeper, but we should get going now. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to the barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. And you might even have fun, who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. I want character development! Whoopee! Let's! Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. Bye-bye, Clay. And Alethea. Goodbye. Oh my god, I'm itching my foot. Oh my gosh, I think there's a mosquito bite on my foot. Hold on. Sorry, that's really annoying. Just a mosquito bite on my foot. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. Makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers? Oh yes, talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventures. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspired to be like them one day. Feels like I'm in a book, like I delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventures surrounding me with every step, and unknown, lurking dangerous in the shadows. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did... Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters are a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. A steel tonic. Wow, that is quite the tree there. Steel tonic, that sounds alcoholic. Can this guy have that? Oh wait, this one needs a infuse. This one needs a thing. Here we go. Protection against your arch nemesis, splinters. Here you go. Ha! I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith, whatever. He's actually in a kind of dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Diria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Diria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so... Now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more of that, enough as of it. He's got more. I can't speak. Oh my god. You know what? Sorry. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea. I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough, even with your magically infused drinks. You might need more protection than I can offer. Well, I still do the thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And some brave adventurers were offered to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes? Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of the Ashen Groves themselves? That's more than I could ever have dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vukakin lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by any chance? Oh, Lynn. Yes, I know her quite well. She's quite the local legend. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of her. She single-handedly slew a wyvern chimera. That's incredible. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently Lady Carolyn is bored, because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for a job posting. Don't worry about that. Summoning quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time. Trust me. Thank you so much. And also, thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Oh, hello there. Whoa, this is an interesting theme. Hey, how's it going? Hello, come on in. It's a cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to the more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of big cities sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here, that's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You catch me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here, on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough for me to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business, innkeep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and other regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name is Voyage, but you may call me Voy. Oh my god. That's really funny. Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, Don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have. I'm the Voy, famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Damn. That's funny. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Haha, yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible. Like the real Prince Charming. Charming. That I can do. Charming. You get 1,000 wins. Or what's the other charming one? Sunny Breeze? Is it this one's charming, right? Not fully. That one's more brain. Spoken Heart. I think you get Spoken Heart. Pour the drink from way up here. Hell yeah. Spoken Heart. For you, Voy. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, Innkeep, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. Bring it on, Voy. So right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fisoa. Not only because of his immaculate talents, but also because of his good looks, might I add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask for an autograph later then. But what brings you here, Voy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. Short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit, sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you and your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. Oh. Hello, new person. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. They have 3 fingers! Well, this is my tavern. And it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat? It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of the self? Oh, how I miss your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, Innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprise me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Another charisma one. Lots of charisma orders. What should I make this time? Let's make 1,000 wins for our friend. That I clearly already know. Which one goes in the 1,000 wins? This one can. Oh, my friend Sky said Quincy is a D&D TikTok creator. Oh, really? I did not know that. So it's like a little cameo in the game? That's cool. Evers, cool. Hello, Quincy. Maybe I'll look him up. Here you go. Liquid charisma, my specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the woods? Worlds, not woods. Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fisoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold. Glistening in lights of day. A traveler's bold. That'd be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid Song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream, like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers of writ and read between the lines you'll find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me or remember me as a bard without a heart, all because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death, it stops life. You enjoy your art. Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. Me too. Aw, Innkeeper, thank you. Ha! Shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it, and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently. Way easier, for sure. Moving from Tregorin, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamt of joining the Sov Guild. And they promptly rejected me. But! I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Hagum. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. I tried. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents. Live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. Was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time. And don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there, Voyage. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper? Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Quincy, Innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? Baya! It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives? Listen, Innkeep, I'll tell you the story. Don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient because Baya really needs a drink first. Yes. Please. What do you need? Same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. Baya's back. Love Baya. So strike. There you go, my strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Oh, thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought you would have messed up. Thanks for so much faith in me, Una. Ha, you're welcome. But, Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes. At least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Baya, and you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We 3 have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... True, Baya, true. Very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, Innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell them what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself? Thank you. Okay, so, Sweet Baya over here has a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Merry Morgan. Ah, yes, the Merry Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, the Merry Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. Like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. Catastrophize. I can't say things. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry, Baya. They've been together for so long, they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too. He's right, they've been through worse. But what if he is wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents really quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells, sorry. Anyway. So, Baya, that's your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands, looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Baya's also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh, shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, but that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily. Oh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone. Like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yes. You should come visit sometime. Voy, that's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Baya. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? The situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's a sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line. Remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? Two quests. Alright. Okay. Um... There we go. Not that one. Our personal guard is looking for new fighters to protect them in this dangerous business trip. At the first flame, no, not that one. The capital is wrapped in roots. No, crash has been wrapped in the canal branch. The blonde sheds. No, that one. He's very unsafe at the moment. At least if you're a cattle. If you animals have not returned home, wow. Capture spinel. Down in the area. Okay, hold on. Okay, I've got that one. What does this one say? Okay. There we go. I got it this time. I got it. Okay, that was pretty on target. Come on. That one was good. Ah, okay. I think it's a good time to end it here. Hello, good friends. I am going to end the stream. Oh my goodness. Okay. I will be ending stream here. So, because I have a lot to get to today. If anybody here is listening, and for anybody that missed it, if you've noticed in the stream title, I have written... Actually, first of all, let's switch over here really quickly. And switch to BGM. Hello, BGM. Okay. If you may have noticed in the stream title, and also the announcements in the Discord, I have an announcement to make.
You don't.
What the fuck?
Your suits remind me of being in a circus. I used to run a circus.
What is that from?
Did ya?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, something just happened to Twitch. It scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker. That scared the shit out of me. I'm so sorry, guys. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker is not the announcement I'm going to make. Sorry. I'm not Eggman. But no. The announcement is that I have decided to do a full and proper debut stream. Woo! I have a lot planned. Once the redesign for Mushroom Boy gets finished, I am going to be doing a lot of work on this debut stream. It's going to have proper and coherently written lore that I will read out to you guys. It'll also include stuff about me, likes and dislikes, you know, what I do here on the Mushy Mushy channel. It will host the new design of Mushroom Boy as a proper full working VTuber model. And also, it is going to keep the low poly style. I decided to keep it. I had some doubts about it, but I decided I'm going to stick with the low poly style. Which I am excited about. This will also include a ref sheet so that I can do some comms for emotes and such, so we get some fun animated emotes and maybe, I don't know, some cool things, who knows. I am also going to do a complete and full revamp of the Discord server. That'll be more aligned to the lore, because right now I kind of just threw something together when I originally made the Discord server, and I plan on finalizing a couple of things that I had to do on it. So finally getting around to making the Discord server not a whip. But this does come with a little bit of bad news, unfortunately. So until the debut stream happens, I will not be doing any 3D modeling streams until either the debut or unless they are not about the Mushimushi channel, because I want things to be a surprise, right? So we no more 3D modeling streams until I'm done with that. What else? What else was there? I feel like there's a couple more things that I'm missing. Right. So, on September 1st, or around there, I will be moving out. So I'm going to be taking a couple day break to move out and such. Into a new house, which is a bit exciting for me, at least. It doesn't really, but that does actually change some things for you guys as well. Because this means that in the early September, my school starts. So it means I may have a little bit less time to, like, you know, hang out and chat with you guys. So we may be doing streams less often than I have currently been doing them. But this also means that I will be able to have set schedules. It means my schedule will be less whatever, and I will be able to have a set streaming time and not just post on the announcement. Just posting the announcements like 30 seconds before stream, like, hey, I'm live, huh? You know? So I will have a set streaming schedule starting on the 1st, which is pretty exciting. And also, hopefully, Mushroom Boy will be done in time for that. I don't know if he will be, because I have barely started. I, like, started the, retexture, but I barely got anywhere. So, we will see how that works. Anyways. That was a big announcement. I will be doing a proper debut stream. I don't have a date yet, because I need to finish Mushroom Boy first. Once Mushroom Boy is finished, I will announce the actual debut time. Or once everything is finished, to be honest with you, once I'm ready, I will announce the debut time. But until then, we will be doing streams as normal, as I have been doing them in the past. You know, I'll announce them like a few hours before, maybe the day before, saying like, hey, I'm going to be live. And it'll be live like this. But come September 1st, and come the debut stream, things are going to change. And I think for the better. Anyways, that's the big announcement for today. I'm going to write that in the Discord after the stream. So, thank you everybody for coming to listen to me yap today. Playing some fun Tavern Talk, and I got to meet Baya. Baya is the coolest character in this whole game. Sorry. You guys have a great rest of your days. Should I raid out to somebody? Who's live right now? Who's live? Who's livin'? Quote. Is there someone I should raid out to? Do you guys have any recommendations to raid out to? Please give me recommendations to raid out to. I want to raid out to somebody. Do I want to raid out to somebody today? I don't know. I mean, I have got time. Raid Chai Lily. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not going to raid Chai Lily. That would be cool if I had to. That would be really funny. No, I'm not going to do that. Teeny is live. You can go say hi to Teeny. Teeny Tanuki. Could also raid Emothic. No. I'm not gonna raid Emothic. We'll go raid Teeny. Teeny Tanuki. You guys don't know who she is. She needs no introduction. super cool Tanuki VTuber. They're very nice. Boro, can I get the raid messages? Thank you. Hello, can I type, please? Unity Tanuki, I've got it right. I just gotta make sure I'm spelling this right. So, oh, also, including the announcement, I totally forgot to say this. I am changing the names of all the followers and subs. So, instead of calling you guys sporelings, I'm just going to call you all mushrooms. Everybody is mushrooms. I think the subs will be the sporelings. You know how Mint has like flower friends and it's sub sandwiches? So I was thinking my version of the flower friends, which would be mushrooms. You're all mushrooms. Everybody who follows me is a mushroom. You're all mushrooms. It just makes it easier. It's a lot more coherent, I think, at least in my opinion. You know, it's easier to say in streams that like, oh, I hope the mushrooms are nice. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, we're rating Teeny Tanuki. Small mushrooms working the tavern. Exactly. You guys all know who she is. Be nice. Be kind. Teeny is amazing. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. See y'all at the raid. Goodbye!